Wonder Boy in Monsterland. Master System game on the Virtual Console. I picked this up, maybe I should have been a little bit more frugal with my money, but I thought it was a Master System conversion of a game unavailable on the Virtual Console, for a Master System version of a Mega Drive game called Wonder Boy in Monster World, a game that is presently unavailable on the Virtual Console. It turns out it's not. It's in a similar vein, well, slightly similar vein, but it's not the same game. It's Wonder Boy in Monsterland. There's only one other review on YouTube I can see for Wonder Boy in Monsterland, the Master System game on the Virtual Console, and to be honest with you, it seemed a little bit lacking in depth, and because there are features that should be mentioned about this game, but that didn't seem to be in this other review I saw, but are simple and quick to point out. I thought that I would point them out in my own review I was going to do anyway. So let's have a look. Basically, it's a platforming RPG style game, this game. So here we have Wonder Boy, and he just jumped from the tree there and collected a gold which came out of the tree, because you can pick up golds and buy things with them. Now I've gone in here, and it's a regular talking monster in the shop thing, and I've been given a sword for free, but normally you have to pick up gold and buy items with the gold. It has RPG elements, but there's no save point. That's the first thing about this game, the first thing of note about this game. For example, let's go in this door. See, I can buy ale or mead to replenish energy. Now, the thing of note is that while you're playing this game, you've got a life meter, obviously, at the top here, and you also have this. Now, what is this, I hear you ask? It is a timer that will constantly run out as you go through the level, and once it runs down, you will lose a set amount of energy. You'll lose a heart, and I believe it may reset itself back up the top, and there's nothing you can do to stop this running down. So if you've been stuck on a particularly hard bit of the level, and then you but there we have an icon to top it back up again, the timer, but you can't always find those. So we've entered a room here with a villain, an enemy, and a couple of strikes, he dies, a key and some gold for things to buy in the future. And there's nothing you do to stop it running down. It's a timer within levels within the game would be fine, but a reasonable real timer, not this stupid timer thing, would be okay, but I don't know why it's in there. It just makes a perfectly decent arcade platforming game with some interesting RPG elements in there. Overly frustrating when it doesn't have to be. Into this room with a boot on the front, and I can buy shoes. Got 45 gold, and there's 50 and 80. As I say, you go and you kick yourself up, but it's not like you can save. I don't think you can even pause the game. Well, you can pause it mid-game within the Virtual Console, but that's really not the point. If you die when starting the game, that's it, basically. So that's the game in a nutshell. You go and from a level, trying to get to the end, and upgrading with swords, shields and shoes and armour and things. So let's see some raw gameplay and hear some music from within the game. There is one thing of note: the gameplay, before you start, there is an option in this game to swap the 1 and 2 buttons around, and also to have change the sound options. These basically you can have, it's called the FM processing. Basically, if you have it on the better setting, it makes the sound as we'll hear now, or if you leave it on the basic setting, the sound's just crap, and I won't subject you to that. So that's just a little something you can do at the start of the game. So let's get to the end of this level if we can then. icon to reset the time. Just a minute to do that. Picked up a sub-weapon of tornadoes, but 40 for a shield, I've only got 20. Because I bought those tornadoes absent-mindedly and I've wasted a couple. Thinking I have a shield, of course, walking into those damned arrows. Look at this bat. So difficult to kill. What the hell does that mean? Oh. You get one chance to try again. I'm actually okay at this normally. I can't play 8-bit computer games. Yes, die. But I was a little bit sucky on that boss. Been a long day. But he's been disposed of and I got a upgrade on my sword, I assume that is. Anyway, right. 6.5 out of 10. If you don't mind the flaws I've described and like the look of this thing, why not pick it up? But there you go, some facts, some gameplay, and a review. Over and out.